Ready for a celebration? It's Red, White, and Room on the Thornhill Motor Mile. Catch the last of these summer vibes at Thornhill GM Superstore and tag your new 2022 Buick or GMC. Safety, performance, and luxury for all lifestyles, well equipped with our Thornhill Value Plus warranty.
Enjoy fall adventures in Harlan County with safe social distancing. Explore the Black Mountain Off-Road Adventure Park, fishing and boating at Martins Fork Lake, hiking and fishing at Kingdom Come State Park, and learn about our coal mining history at Portal 31's Underground Mine Tour. Enjoy around the golf at Sleepy Hollow, the Harlan Country Club, or a nighttime round at the lighted Lynch Country Club, and maybe catch a sighting of one of our many beautiful black bears. Find more outdoor adventures at harlancountytourism.com.
All roads lead to an adventure on the Thornhill Motor Mile. The Chevy Open Road event is on at Thornhill. Find new roads with great offers on most popular new 2022 Chevy models. It's a celebration of adventure and new possibilities. Tag your new Chevy at Thornhill GM Superstore.
Contact your local cable company to get in the circle.
Good evening and welcome to this year's Pigskin Preview Top 10 show. I'm John Lowe.
And I'm Courtney Lane Brewer. Over the next hour, we will break down the top 10 mountain teams of the season, including 2 reigning state champions, all leading to the reveal of our Alice Lloyd College Mountain Top 10.
That's right, but before we get started, we do want to extend our deepest thoughts and prayers to the people who have been affected by the floods right here in the mountains. This season is for you. We consider it our obligation to bring any kind of relief or escape to the troubles facing us right here.
For the players and coaches affected, we are here for you. If there is anything you need from us, we are just a phone call, tweet, or text message away. We really do care for you, and we will do anything we can to support you.
With that being said, let's talk some football.
We start in Class A. The Pikeville Panthers took Kroger Field by storm in December and are poised to do it again. Where to begin with the story of the Pikeville Panthers? Heartbreak in 2020 turned into history in 2021. But Coach Chris McNamee says his championship squad has a common motto this year.
We went and listened to a speaker this summer, and his thing was, so what, now what? And we've kind of taken the now what. We had a great year last year, but now what? Now what are we going to do?
Now what? After beating your rival for the 3rd year straight, coming back from midseason losses, and winning the program's 6th title, now what?
You always have pressure on you when you're at Pikeville. That's just part of the standard. I feel like every team that our senior class has been on has always had pressure, even because of the following years. But we're just dealing with it like every other year that we've ever had and trying to prosper and get better every week.
18 seniors with 2 rings each are stepping up to continue the Panther legacy.
For us, I think it's just more just enjoying it. You only got limited time left, and we're just here to have fun with some of our friends and just go out the best way we can.
Just get another state title. That's my goal, at least.
Filling the holes left by the likes of Mr. Football finalist Isaac McNamee and Class A Player of the Year Zach Lockhart.
We lost 4 seniors on the defense. We replaced that, and we got all our linebackers back, and then me and Logan back at corner, and then offense. Quarterback's up for grabs right now. I think that the way we're doing it right now is looking good. It's just 2 weapons.
And, there's young guys this year that are even stepping up, and they know it. They know that there's roles that has to be filled, and Coach Mack, that's one of the things he stresses, like step up.
And step up they will, with one of the toughest schedules in the mountains.
Those front 6 those are juggernauts. Those are some rough games. Obviously all matter. I think it was every opponent we played was in the top 10 of their class. So obviously, we're just going to week by week.
A senior class ready to lead Pike High into another record year.
It feels like not too long ago, not to sound cliche, I was running over there around the field, and so it's definitely hard on all of us. But I think that goes into motivation for all of us. You got to get it done your last year. You're remembered by what you did your senior year, and so it should be special.
And so what? Now what? Defending more than just the championship, but the brotherhood that got them there. From week 1 to Kroger Field, one Panther was constantly in the end zone. Returning for his senior season is Class A state championship MVP, Blake Birchfield. 156 points on the season, 2 touchdowns in the final game. Blake shattered program and state records all season, 2,500 yards to lead Kentucky in rushing. I asked Blake about the pressure to repeat, not just as champions, but as a player on the recruiting trail. Here's what he said.
I don't think about it too much. I thought about it with my first few years, and it's came and it's passed, and it's cool and all. But the main goal is what you're remembered for as a program, as a Pikeville Panther. You know, I'm more focused on my team and getting to the state championship.
So over the last few years, the district has been decided by the Pikeville Hazard game. 2 seasons ago, who could forget the Bulldogs upset Pikeville to eliminate the Panthers? But other than that, Pikeville has owned the series, including a 2-game sweep that led to the state title.
Last season, the Panthers looked to defend their title. Hazard playing spoiler, upsetting Pikeville in the 2020 playoffs, as Courtney just said. As former WYMT sports reporter Tommy Poole explains, this season the Bulldogs look to strike again, using the entire season to build to their unfinished business with the Panthers.
Bulldogs looking to add to the 10-0 lead.
This is a football town, football community.
Slant, caught, touchdown.
Watching those guys on the 2011 state team, you know, watching them go all the way, you know, it's just something you dream about.
I want to win state. That's my goal. So, I mean, win region, that'd be awesome. Honestly, I've never did that.
The Bulldogs are looking to build off 2021's 8-5 record.
I think last season we improved as the season went on, which is our ultimate goal. You know, we won a few games that we probably shouldn't have won, but we had several that we should have won that we didn't.
The team knows their 2022 dreams go through the defending state champions.
We're chasing Pikeville in our district, obviously, in the Class A. They're the champions, and that's who we're trying to beat.
Outside of last year's state title game, the Bulldogs proved to be the toughest test in class for the Panthers, keeping Pikeville the closest in both games while also holding them to less than 28 points.
Both games we were in at halftime, and even the whole game we were in, and just a play here or there kind of determined the game.
A shot at redemption is still a ways away for the Bulldogs, with Hazard traveling to Pikeville Week 10. But until then,
we're just going to focus on ourselves, and we're going to do everything we can. We're going to come in here each and every day and put in the work, and you know, we'll focus on that game when it gets to that time, whatever it may be, whoever it may be, we'll be able to play.
Improving 1 week at a time.
The games are won Monday through Thursday, not just on Friday. So, you know, you got to come in ready to work every single day. You know, you got to work like somebody's chasing you.
Hoping whoever lines up against Hazard this season walks away knowing the Bulldog tradition.
Johnson scores!
We're focused, and we play with a lot of intensity. We play with a lot of heart. You know, we're willing to do whatever it takes to win.
That team was the most physical team they've ever played. That's what I want it to be.
In Hazard, Tommy Poole, WYMT Mountain Sports.
Well, Hazard does return their leading scorer in Max Johnson. He did it all for the Dogs in 2021, rushing for 7 touchdowns, returning 2 kickoffs and punts for house calls, recording 1 receiving touchdown and exchanging a recovered fumble and interception for a reservation for 6, adding for a grand total of 14 tutties. Max says he just wants to lead by example for his teammates.
I just try to lead and be the best person I can every day, and I hope what I leave for this community is that just right there. I want to show everybody that I'm a better person off the field than I am on it.
It's also worth mentioning the Bulldogs returned sophomore quarterback Max Pelfrey. The QB1 had quite the freshman year, throwing for 16 touchdowns and 1,069 yards last season. Pelfrey averaged 14.2 yards per completion, in addition to rushing for 6 TDs in 2021. Well, that's 1 class down, a few more to go in tonight's show.
When we come back, a team that shocked everyone, including us, and made a splash in Class 2A.
In light of the recent flooding here in eastern Kentucky, we understand that there are so many people that are struggling with survivor's guilt, emotional trauma, PTSD, loss, grief, anxiety, so many things. And please know that we're here for you. Call your local ARH behavioral health provider to schedule an appointment.
People's Bank's vision is to be the best community bank in America. We strive to use our knowledge, talents, and resources to improve the quality of life in our communities. This year, People's Bank is celebrating our 120th anniversary by delivering 120 acts of kindness. These acts of kindness bring us just as much joy as to those that receive them. People's Bank, working together, building success.
We love food. It's our thing. You'll notice it all over the store, like how our certified butchers stamp the time your meat was ground, not just the day. Nobody does food like Food City. This week, save on certified Angus beef top sirloin steak $4.99 a pound, fresh blueberry pints buy one get one free, RC Products 6-pack bottles also buy one get one free, and more.
Enjoy fall adventures in Harlan County with safe social distancing. Explore the Black Mountain Off-Road Adventure Park, fishing and boating at Martin's Fork Lake, hiking and fishing at Kingdom Come State Park, and learn about our coal mining history at Portal 31's Underground Mine Tour. Enjoy a round of golf at Sleepy Hollow, the Harlan Country Club, or a nighttime round at the lighted Lynch Country Club, and maybe catch a sighting of one of our many beautiful black bears. Find more outdoor adventures at harlancountytourism.com.
Nestled just off the beaten path in the Appalachian Mountains, a hidden gem awaits. Experience nature the way you want. Kayak down the river, hike a trail, or stroll through a beautiful park. Sip a local bourbon or craft beer as you explore City Square, where local culture and food make you feel like this is where you're meant to be. Are you ready? Pikeville. Let the mountains move you.
Welcome back. We pick up our previews in Class 2A with the Middlesborough Yellowjackets.
The Yellow and Black return a ton of experience, but did suffer some key losses. But with a loss in the state semifinals, these Jackets know they can go the distance. In year 3 under Larry French, the Middlesborough Yellowjackets did something the program hadn't done since 1997. Finished the regular season undefeated.
It was a good season. We were 13-0. We don't really want to talk about that last game, but I think we're really prepared for this year, and we're ready to make another good run.
That last game, the Jackets got swatted by LCA, struggling to even get out of their own territory.
I went into that game very confident, actually, but after the season we had, but they were just, it was like everything they did was perfect. But after that game, it made us all want to work harder, get in the weight room, lift, get bigger, stronger, and just overall better. And I think that'll help a lot of these first few games this year and out until the end of the season.
That motivation has pushed this group to take a day-by-day mentality.
I think the biggest thing is, we just got to continue to try to get better each day and work hard and just, have good things happen for us. And, we need a few breaks along the way. And, if we can gain some valuable experience and get some depth, going our way right now, I think we can have a successful year.
Depth is the key, especially offensively, with the loss of dominating tailback Caleb Aganko.
It's definitely going to be hard losing him, but I think with Vincent Smith, he's going to be a sophomore. This will be his first year actually getting some playing time, but at practice and some of our scrimmages here lately, he's looked really good.
Defensively, the message there is simple. Play the ball and play together.
Everybody just has to make a play and play as one. You got to have 11 heads to the football every single play. We play teams with some pretty talented athletes on there. And, some guys you can't just take down with one dude, no matter how big he is, no matter how fast he is. So we just have to play together as one unit. And if we do, I think that we'll be very dangerous this year. Really, the biggest part is, keeping our heads together, staying as one, staying a team. We have the ability just to be as good as we were last year. Last year they had some struggles too, obviously. We just want to get better. We want to keep the Jacket pride, we want to keep our town happy, and the ultimate goal is to go 10-0 again and hopefully walk on Kroger Field.
Aiming to bring the sting and bring back hardware to the Cumberland Gap. Well, as mentioned in the story there, Middlesborough loses a major piece of their ground game in Caleb Aganko. The big fellow rumbled for nearly 1,500 yards last season, averaging about 136 yards per game. Not to mention 23 touchdowns. I talked to Coach French about his impact and what it means for the team going forward.
Well, I don't know that you can replace him. You just got to put somebody else in that position and hope that you get some quality, minutes and time out of it and some good yards out of it and all that good stuff. But, we got some capable people of doing what we ask them to do. And, if we get better each game and we could get back to that position again if we have a lot of things go our way.
Another loss comes in the form of a trailblazing kicker. Jordan Ferguson has moved on, signing with Union back in February. Jordan was the first female Yellow Jacket to score on the football field and the first female athlete in Bulldog football history. Jordan, best of luck to you this season.
I'm obsessed with her. Well, that's Class 2A, 3 classes and 7 teams left in our top 10.
When we return, Class 3A led by 2 of the state's most legendary head coaches.
We love food. It's our thing. You'll notice it all over the store, like how our certified butchers stamp the time your meat was ground, not just the day. Nobody does food like Food City. This week, save on certified Angus beef top sirloin steak, $4.99 a pound, fresh blueberry pints, buy one get one free, RC Products 6-pack bottles, also buy one get one free, and more.
In light of the recent flooding here in eastern Kentucky, we understand that there are so many people that are struggling with survivor's guilt, emotional trauma, PTSD, loss, grief, anxiety, so many things. And please know that we're here for you. Call your local ARH behavioral health provider to schedule an appointment.
Enjoy fall adventures in Harlan County with safe social distancing. Explore the Black Mountain Off-Road Adventure Park, fishing and boating at Martin's Fork Lake, hiking and fishing at Kingdom Come State Park, and learn about our coal mining history at Portal 31's Underground Mine Tour. Enjoy a round of golf at Sleepy Hollow, the Harlan Country Club, or a nighttime round at the lighted Lynch Country Club, and maybe catch a sighting of one of our many beautiful black bears. Find more outdoor adventures at harlancountytourism.com.
Nestled just off the beaten path in the Appalachian Mountains, a hidden gem awaits. Experience nature the way you want. Kayak down the river, hike a trail, or stroll through a beautiful park. Sip a local bourbon or craft beer as you explore City Square, where local culture and food make you feel like this is where you're meant to be. Are you ready? Pikeville. Let the mountains move you.
People's Bank's vision is to be the best community bank in America. We strive to use our knowledge, talents, and resources to improve the quality of life in our communities. This year, People's Bank is celebrating our 120th anniversary by delivering 120 acts of kindness. These acts of kindness bring us just as much joy as to those that receive them. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Welcome back to our Pigskin preview special. We now move on to 3A, where last year Coach Philip Haywood and the Belfry Pirates did something no one thought possible. Come back from an 0-5 start to win it all.
With seemingly no obstacle the Pirates can't handle, they're still hungry for more.
After championship number 8 in Pond Creek, the Pirates are ready for more.
After you do it once, you kind of want to keep the tradition going. It's kind of tradition here. Winning's a tradition, so it always feels good when you put another ring on your finger.
I think we can use that, I guess, it kind of sets a standard for our team, and we can use that to show, if you come together, if we keep working, then we can reach that again this year. And, everybody in the locker room, I think we all are coming together and kind of having the same idea that's what we want to work towards.
But if anyone knows number 8 is in the past, it's head coach Philip Haywood.
We can talk about last season all we want, but it's time to kick off this year. It's time to get our kids playing this season. And it's great to build off a great finish like we had last year, but at the same time, you got to realize that's the past, and each team has its own identity.
Moving on from a ring, and moving on from a once-in-a-generation talent in Isaac Dixon, forcing some adjustments in the playbook.
This year, I think we're going to be much more better balanced. I think we've got a couple of fullbacks returning this year, actually 3. And our halfbacks are kind of up for grabs. We've got a good, talented group of young men coming in there, and we've got some young quarterbacks coming up.
Those Pirates coming up are just getting their first experience playing snaps in the red and white.
Yeah, we have a lot of freshmen, but I feel like we're such a tight-knit community. All those guys, we already know all those guys, and they fit in very well.
I think the kids that did play last year are aware of what you got to do maybe to get off to a better start, but they also realize it's a grind. and that you got to take it 1 week at a time, one game at a time, and just get a little better each week. And if we can do that, then we always feel like we have a chance toward the end of the year.
Working every week to bring the hills and hollers of the Tug River Valley another championship.
You know, we're just a bunch of blue-collar guys that like playing football, man. We come from small haulers, and it don't matter where we're from. We all band together and get the job done.
And celebrate at the light once again.
Well, the Pirates do lose one of the most prolific tailbacks in mountain football history and a Mr. Football to boot. Isaac Dixon played a major role in every win and carried Belfry on his back against Paducah Tillman with 376 rushing yards and 5 touchdowns. Coach Haywood says players like him don't come around every year.
But Isaac was certainly a great player, and we depended on him, obviously, throughout the year. And this year, I think we're going to be much more better balanced. I think we've got a couple of fullbacks returning this year, actually 3. And our halfbacks are kind of up for grabs. But we've got a good, talented group of young men coming in there, and we've got some young quarterbacks coming up. So I think we'll be a little more balanced. I don't think we're going to have a player quite the skill set of Isaac, but that's okay. We've had other years where we haven't had a guy quite like that.
The Pirates may not return Isaac Dixon, but they do return the winningest head football coach in the Commonwealth. Philip Hayrod returns for, get this, his 48th season as head coach. Check out those stats: 468 wins, 7 state championships, all of them at Pond Creek. And that doesn't include the coaching tree he's grown here in the mountains. A phenomenal legacy back for at least another season.
Well, from one legendary head coach to another, Dudley Hilton's Bell County Bobcats season ended at the hands of Belfry in the region championship. But instead of taking time to reflect, the Cats immediately got back to work to earn some hardware.
In the battle of legendary coaches, the Belfry Pirates pulled out the win over the Bell County Bobcats for the 3rd year in a row, ending their season.
Last season didn't end the way Coach Dudley Hilton and his Bell County Bobcats had in mind. But that didn't stop them from dusting themselves off and getting right back to work.
We got beat by Belfry on Friday night. Monday, we came in our school and went to work, and we had about 40 in the weight room. We took off right then. We didn't wait till January. So we know if you're going to be successful, you got to work at it year-round.
Last season, no, it wasn't a terrible season. Most teams around this area would think that was a pretty good season for them. But for us, we feel like we fell a little bit short in what we should have. But we just had to deal with it, and this year, I feel like we've worked harder for bigger goals this year.
Bell County loses some pieces, but they are doing what they do, reload and put in the work. Among their most important returners, Coach Hilton himself, entering his 48th football season, setting a tone as strong as day one.
Coach Hilton, he's just he just really firm. When he says something, everybody knows he means it. You gotta go by it. Nobody's just slacking and sitting back. They know to do it when it's said.
Not slacking, sitting up, doing the work to make their presence felt all over the district and beyond.
We've been putting in a lot of work to get better than we were last year, and just looking forward to maybe a regional championship, maybe state championship, hopefully.
I want them to think that was the most well-organized, hard-working, hard-hitting team they've ever played in their entire life. I want them to know that was a team. That wasn't just an individual stud that took them apart.
Taking apart opponents and making sure that the Bell County faithful get their money's worth.
Every game costs you $5, $6, $7 to get in, and I'm not going to tell them to save their money. We're going to come and play. If we get a big following on a away game, we're going to show up and play. So that's our goal here at Bell County. Play hard every game. Get after them. We know people's going to play hard at us, so we better be ready to get after them.
Play hard and bring that Smash Mouth brand of football to the next level. Well, that play hard Smash Mouth brand is definitely secured with the return of running back Dawson Wollam. He leads a 3-headed monster of a backfield that includes Daniel Thomas and Ethan Raby that accounted for about 75% of the Bobcats' rushing attack last year. He believes his role on this team is to be a leader.
Just to be a leader, show them how to work, come in, for me, coming in and working and just showing them what to do and then just trying to make them better.
Certainly a great 2021 season for this kid. 1,678 rushing yards, 21 touchdowns, many of them breakaways for major yardage, while pushing the pile on the goal line for a score. But this kid certainly bringing the heat on Log Mountain for Bell County this season. Well, we have revealed in class order half of our top 10.
When we come back, 3 more teams that have dominated Class 4A.
Nestled just off the beaten path in the Appalachian Mountains, a hidden gem awaits. Experience nature the way you want. Kayak down the river, hike a trail, or stroll through a beautiful park. Sip a local bourbon or craft beer as you explore City Square, where local culture and food make you feel like this is where you're meant to be. Are you ready? Pikeville. Let the mountains move you.
Enjoy fall adventures in Harlan County with safe social distancing. Explore the Black Mountain Off-Road Adventure Park, fishing and boating at Martin's Fork Lake, hiking and fishing at Kingdom Come State Park, and learn about our coal mining history at Portal 31's Underground Mine Tour. Enjoy a round of golf at Sleepy Hollow, the Harlan Country Club, or a nighttime round at the lighted Lynch Country Club, and maybe catch a sighting of one of our many beautiful black bears. Find more outdoor adventures at harlancountytourism.com.
People's Bank's vision is to be the best community bank in America. We strive to use our knowledge, talents, and resources to improve the quality of life in our communities. This year, People's Bank is celebrating our 120th anniversary by delivering 120 acts of kindness. These acts of kindness bring us just as much joy as to those that receive them. People's Bank, working together, building success.
We love food. It's our thing. You'll notice it all over the store, like how our certified butchers stamp the time your meat was ground, not just the day. Nobody does food like Food City. This week, save on certified Angus beef top sirloin steak $4.99 a pound, fresh blueberry pints buy one get one free, RC Products 6-pack bottles also buy one get one free, and more.
In light of the recent flooding here in eastern Kentucky, we understand that there are so many people that are struggling with survivor's guilt, emotional trauma, PTSD, loss, grief, anxiety, so many things. And please know that we're here for you. Call your local ARH behavioral health provider to schedule an appointment.
Welcome back. Now, Class 4A is stacked in the mountains, legacy programs with really no clear front runner.
This year, one of those schools made it to Kroger Field, but it was the circumstances that made the trip even more special. The mountains of Johnson County are a little quieter this year, missing the voice of one of its best.
If Coach Matty would ask us, any of us players, to do anything for him, no matter what it was, we were going to do it.
The loss of Jim Matney shook high school football statewide, but it was the resilience of the Golden Eagles that stuck with fans.
A lot of things happened. It was rough. It was a big challenge, but you got to push through you got to do what you got to do. But just making it to state with the loss of our head coach is pretty spectacular, I guess you'd say.
Now with a new leader and what looks like a new roster, the Eagles have a bit of unfinished business.
Well, we've lost a lot of guys and we've gained a lot of guys and we've filled a lot of positions, and right now we're still looking at things, but I think if things can go our way and the guys that are at the positions that we had to fill can do their job good, which I think they will, I think we see some big things on the defensive side of the ball.
Losses in outgoing seniors, but also additions coming off a year on the bench. Star running back Mason Lawson back from a torn ACL.
For me, it was, going to physical therapy and then, just trying to work my knee to get them back up to the same size, getting explosive again, getting used to, football speed, going to camps. And for the other boys, some of them attended camps. Some of them were here lifting every day. Some of them were working and lifting. It's just football, everything around here.
The drive that got Johnson Central to Kroger Field hasn't gone anywhere. In fact, it's stronger than ever.
It's so sweet to play in December, but the silver ones are starting to leave a bad taste in our mouth. We want to find a way to bring the big gold ones home. They shine a little brighter, they're a little prettier. If we are fortunate enough to make it back, whoever we play, I feel like that we'll be ready if we get there.
And this year and every year to come, playing for the man whose field they take every home game. Now, Coach Peck is a lifelong Golden Eagle, a 2000 graduate of Johnson Central with almost a decade on the coaching staff. He has big shoes to fill, but has been under Jim Matney's wing most of his life. And like Coach Matney, he's scheduling tough. 2 out-of-state powerhouses, bookended by district rivals, and only 4 home games total. Here's what Coach said about challenging his team in his first year with the reins.
We play in 2 Lexington Bowl games early. The most important game being Lafayette, being the first game on the schedule. We need to win that one for us to do what we want to do throughout the year, which is to have the best RPI that we can have and make a deep run in the playoffs. We picked up North Laurel, who Coach Chadwell, if you looking on social media, he's doing things right down there. So that'll be a big test for us early. Then we go over to the perennial powerhouse that is Ironton in Ohio.
For that tough schedule, one piece of the Golden Eagles offense will be missing this year, but not too far from home. 2021 District Player of the Year Grant Bingham will suit up for Kentucky this fall, picking the Cats over tons of other Power 5 programs. Luckily, he's familiar with Kroger Field, winning with JC in 2019 and playing on last year's squad. For the last 2 years, the Mountain Regional Finals in 4A have featured 2 teams, the Golden Eagles and the Corbin Redhounds. These 2 legacy programs seem to only meet in the region finals, and for the last 2 years, luck has favored JC. The Golden Eagles won in 2020, falling to Franklin County in semi-state, and in 2021, Corbin's undefeated season came to an end on their own field, Johnson Central going on to finish 4A runners-up. Now, up until that game, the Red Hounds were unstoppable, taking down Franklin County at home and shutting out Knox Central in Barberville. With the loss of a few players but no loss in motivation, the Hounds are ready to get past the region hump. In high school football, going undefeated is rare. And up until the region championship, Corbin was the only school in Class 4A to do so.
We went 12-0, and we got cut short in the playoffs, not where we wanted to be, but, that still hurts to this day.
Falling for the second year in a row to Johnson Central.
I'd much rather be 12-1 than 1-12. But I know that our expectations in our community and our school district and our high school, our goal every year is to try to get to the carpet.
But never one to dwell on past losses, the Red Hounds have reloaded for 2022.
It leaves us with a edge coming into this year. Everyone's working harder. Our thing's always like next guy up. So for us, those guys were all great players. They're all doing big things right now, but we get, they're gone and we have to kind of keep building on.
Ready to play the same brand of Corbin football with another experienced group of seniors.
It's going to be physicality for us. We're always going to try to out physical everybody. That might not always happen and we might have to go other ways, but our first thing is we're going to be physical and then we're going to go from there.
We tell our senior football players every year that you will be remembered in what you do your senior year. When they graduate and they get into college, when they're no longer playing football, people don't ask, hey, what did you do your sophomore year or your junior year? They're going to ask this senior group, what did you do your senior year?
And on top of it all, don the red and white for the 100th year.
Corbin football is just something, it's just like I can't explain the feeling of it. It's just like one of those things that, it's just part of your heart. So, this 100th season, it's special. It's special, the whole city of Corbin and all the, Corbin alumni, past football players. So, I think it's going to be a special season for us.
The 99 other teams, this can be the team.
This could be the team to bring the trophy back to what's been called America's greatest little sports town. One of the biggest names around Corbin football will not wear the red and white this year. 4-star running back Dakota Patterson transferred in May to join his former Corbin coach Justin Haddix at Boyle County. He has suffered what appeared to be a leg injury at Kentucky's camp this summer, but that hasn't stopped him from picking up offers from Mississippi State, Memphis, Pitt, Purdue, and of course, Kentucky.
Well, our final school in 4A is one hoping to make some noise this season. After a turbulent 2021, Knox Central has a lot to look forward to with a new coach, turf, and a fresh look. WYMT's Nate Johnson has the story.
The Panthers have been busy this offseason.
bringing in former Corbin assistant coach Dustin Buckner and adding a new turf field and new look.
Oh, I feel good about it. Everybody's starting to take notice of us. Everyone wants to come on board with us now, so it's looking good. I can't wait.
Program's staying real good. I just can't wait to see like the future of it. That's something I look for. Like right now, I'm laying down a tradition, grounds and all that for the little kids to come up and see what we done and try to be like us.
Knox Central's new head coach brings a wealth of experience from his time in Corbin, hoping that will help him get his kids ready for the year.
Man, really good, a lot of excitement. We have some great kids here. They're fun to coach and learning along the ways. But, just teaching our kids to play the right way and how to represent Knox Central High School the right way.
The Panthers make sure, despite the noise, they stay focused on the task at hand.
Hey, you can't go into a game ever overlooking anybody. You got to play each game the same and just play hard.
I feel like every week for us will be a challenge just as we continue to grow, but the goal for us is to make sure we get a little bit better each week. At the end of the season, we're not the same team we are right now. As far as district, our district's very competitive. There's a lot of good teams in there, good coaches, good players. We just want to make sure we're putting our kids in the situation where they can be successful and have a shot to win district championship.
The Blue and Gold may be a younger team, but they have players ready to step up under the lights.
We got a really young team, and I know there's a lot of guys below me that look up to me, and I just know that I got to do the right thing, let everybody know the right way to do it. Well, we got weapons from wideouts to running backs, and we got a nice line up front, so we can do whatever we need to do.
The Panthers are on the prowl, ready to hunt down the competition one game at a time and make a run at Kroger. In Knox County, Nate Johnson, WYMT, Mountain Sports.
Well, Gavin Chadwell is coming off of a sophomore season that saw him lead the team in touchdown receptions with 8 and recorded the second most reception yards in 295. And now the junior is a focal point in the Panther offense at tight end and leads his team on both sides of the ball. Chadwell believes as long as the Blue and Gold come ready to play, they can hang with just about anyone.
Well, I feel like, not saying we have an easy schedule, but we don't have a hard schedule by no means, and I feel like we match up with everybody, and even into the district, I think we can play with anybody. If we come and play, we'll be fine. It's moving up for sure, and you can tell other guys around the county and other guys around the state, they're seeing us and they're noticing us, and I'd say over the next couple of years, there'll be a lot of new guys here.
Well, first-year head coach and former Corbin assistant Dustin Buckner looks to take charge in Knox Central. Buckner already made a significant impact this offseason, getting his team into the weight room and building some much-needed chemistry. We look forward to seeing what he does this year.
Well, we have one class remaining, one that has been controlled by just one county in recent seasons.
When we come back, county school versus city school in Class 5A.
People's Bank's vision is to be the best community bank in America. We strive to use our knowledge, talents, and resources to improve the quality of life in our communities. This year, People's Bank is celebrating our 120th anniversary by delivering 120 acts of kindness. These acts of kindness bring us just as much joy as to those that receive them. People's Bank, working together, building success.
We love food. It's our thing. You'll notice it all over the store, like how our certified butchers stamp the time your meat was ground, not just the day. Nobody does food like Food City. This week, save on certified Angus beef top sirloin steak $4.99 a pound, fresh blueberry pints buy one get one free, RC Products 6-pack bottles also buy one get one free, and more.
Nestled just off the beaten path in the Appalachian Mountains, a hidden gem awaits. Experience nature the way you want. Kayak down the river, hike a trail, or stroll through a beautiful park. Sip a local bourbon or craft beer as you explore City Square, where local culture and food make you feel like this is where you're meant to be. Are you ready? Pikeville. Let the mountains move.
In light of the recent flooding here in eastern Kentucky, we understand that there are so many people that are struggling with survivor's guilt, emotional trauma, PTSD, loss, grief, anxiety, so many things. And please know that we're here for you. Call your local ARH behavioral health provider to schedule an appointment.
Enjoy fall adventures in Harlan County with safe social distancing. Explore the Black Mountain Off-Road Adventure Park, fishing and boating at Martins Fork Lake, hiking and fishing at Kingdom Come State Park, and learn about our coal mining history at Portal 31's Underground Mine Tour. Enjoy a round the golf at Sleepy Hollow, the Harlan Country Club, or a nighttime round at the lighted Lynch Country Club, and maybe catch a sighting of one of our many beautiful black bears. Find more outdoor adventures at harlancountytourism.com.
We love food. It's our thing. You'll notice it all over the store, like how our certified butchers stamp the time your meat was ground, not just the day. Nobody does food like Food City. This week, save on certified Angus beef top sirloin steak $4.99 a pound, fresh blueberry pints buy one get one free, RC Products 6-pack bottles also buy one get one free, and more.
We continue the show in 5A with a couple of teams in Somerset. After 6 straight years of being regional runner-ups, Southwestern hopes this is the year they can punch their ticket to Kroger Field. Nate Johnson has the story.
Going into his 4th year as head coach, Jason Foley looks to build off of a strong 2021 campaign.
Well, we had a great season last year. Anytime you can win the district championship in the district we're in, we're always, satisfied with that. But got to the region, got to that final 8 game and came up short. And obviously, as a team, as a program, we're wanting to try to get over that hump. But it was a good year last year, but we've kind of moved on to this season and excited about what we got and what the potential is.
Coming off a district title and region exit at Frederick Douglass, the Warriors are built off the backs of strong leadership and commitment.
Really just leading by example, coming out with playing a physical brand of football, even in practice like we do. We've been running like crazy, just as always, but lifting, just anything we can do, getting it in.
Senior leadership has been instrumental in developing the younger players and creating the foundation for success.
They've met a bunch. They've been role models throughout my high school career. They've shown up every day and just showed in hard work, and it's inspired me to do better.
Southwestern's recent progress hasn't come easy, with the team buying into the warrior-like culture they wear across their chest.
I think it's a lot of our mentality, being warriors and stuff. We like to, Coach Foley says a lot to embrace the hard work that we do and all the conditioning and, the weight room a lot, and we just really embrace all the hard work that we have to go through to get successful.
The blue and orange look to take it game by game and make the push for a regional title.
Just the senior season, I want to go out and win region for my final year. Been there the past 3 years, so want to take that home this year.
The Warriors' arrows are drawn, and Kroger is the bullseye. In Pulaski County, Nate Johnson, WYMT, Mountain Sports.
The Warriors returned quite the leader in the backfield. Senior running back Tanya Wright is back for his last season at Southwestern. Wright's play on the field has been nothing short of exceptional, helping his team to 3 state district championships. For him, though, helping the younger generation is what's most important as he begins to turn the page on his final season.
Not for myself, more so for I just want to leave a legacy for the younger kids coming up and let them know that, anything's possible as long as you, work hard at it and just listen to Coach Foley, everything will be all right.
The battle in Pulaski rages on after getting beat twice last season. Pulaski will look to come out strong when they visit the Warriors October 21st. Southwestern has gotten the better of Pulaski as of late, winning the last 3 matchups. The two teams have also met up in the playoffs 6 of the last 8 seasons, with that series tied up at 3 games apiece in that span. Well, we continue the show in 5A with crosstown rival Pulaski County. With the return of 2 All-State receivers, the Maroons are poised for a strong 2022 season. Nate Johnson has more there, too.
New QB1 Bryson Duggar has some big shoes to fill after the departure of Drew Polston. But he and his team are confident in his abilities to lead going forward.
Everyone kind of asked me that, it's a big role to fill. From Riley Hull to Wiley Kane to Drew, but I can't really fill in those shoes, but I'm just going to try to be me and just do whatever I can best to help the team.
Duggar will have some help with one of the most explosive receiving corps in the state.
I feel like we have the chance to be the best receiving corps in the state this year,
and we just have 3 really good receivers, and we have a new tight end, Aiden Wesley, he's a bigger body out there, good at blocking, really good at a possession tight end. So honestly, I'm really excited. We're obviously a throwing team, so honestly really excited this year, and we're wanting to lead the state in passing.
Pulaski County faces some tough opponents in 2022, but the team believes the difficulty will only reap benefits in the long run.
It definitely prepares us well. Going to Belfry first game of the year, Belfry's always got a tough team, great coach, always a tough squad. So playing them early and stuff gets us ready for the playoffs and tougher teams that we'll play on down the road.
The only way through this season is together, something this Maroon team has done for a long time.
Oh, we've played together since we've been in elementary school, just about all of us. And I mean, we all love each other and we do anything for each other. So I think it's going to help us a lot.
Expectations, as always, are high for Pulaski County, but head coach John Hines makes sure his team stays focused week to week.
Well, our goal always is to reach our potential. We try not to be results oriented, and we try to focus on what our potential really is. But we're excited because we feel like there's a lot of potential for this team. There really is. We've got a veteran offensive line. We've got some veterans on defense that have played a lot of football for us. We're hoping that everything gels just right, and we're able to improve week after week, and we think we've got a real good shot of being a very good team.
The cannons are loaded and the sails are drawn, with the Maroons hoping to find land in Lexington. From Pulaski County, Nate Johnson, WYMT, Mountain Sports.
Drew Polston leaves big shoes to fill at Pulaski, bolstering an impressive 2021 season that included over 2,300 yards passing and an impressive 29 pass touchdowns. Needless to say, his work on and off the field will be missed. Now, all of this wouldn't be possible without the coaches who keep these teams going.
After this, we go over the coaching changes all across the mountains.
People's Bank's vision is to be the best community bank in America. We strive to use our knowledge, talents, and resources to improve the quality of life in our communities. This year, People's Bank is celebrating our 120th anniversary by delivering 120 acts of kindness. These acts of kindness bring us just as much joy as to those that receive them. People's Bank, working together, building success.
We love food. It's our thing. You'll notice it all over the store, like how our certified butchers stamp the time your meat was ground, not just the day. Nobody does food like Food City. This week, save on certified Angus beef top sirloin steak $4.99 a pound, fresh blueberry pints buy one get one free, RC Products 6-pack bottles also buy one get one free, and more.
In light of the recent flooding here in eastern Kentucky, we understand that there are so many people that are struggling with survivor's guilt, emotional trauma, PTSD, loss, grief, anxiety, so many things. And please know that we're here for you. Call your local ARH behavioral health provider to schedule an appointment.
Nestled just off the beaten path in the Appalachian Mountains, a hidden gem awaits. Experience nature the way you want. Kayak down the river, hike a trail, or stroll through a beautiful park. Sip a local bourbon or craft beer as you explore City Square, where local culture and food make you feel like this is where you're meant to be. Are you ready? Pikeville. Let the mountains move you.
Enjoy fall adventures in Harlan County with safe social distancing. Explore the Black Mountain Off-Road Adventure Park, fishing and boating at Martin's Fork Lake, hiking and fishing at Kingdom Come State Park, and learn about our coal mining history at Portal 31's Underground Mine Tour. Enjoy a round of golf at Sleepy Hollow, the Harlan Country Club, or a nighttime round at the lighted Lynch Country Club, and maybe catch a sighting of one of our many beautiful black bears. Find more outdoor adventures at harlancountytourism.com.
Welcome back. Across the mountains, there have been plenty of coaching changes, so let's break it down class by class before you see them on the sidelines tomorrow. In Class A, Randy Smith Jr. has taken over at Phelps, and former Bell County assistant Alan Harris will lead the Pikeville Mountain Lions.
In 2A, the Knott Central Patriots still looking for a head coach after the departure of Joe Beater earlier this week.
A couple new coaches in 3A. Nick Sizemore at Jackson County, and John DeRosset comes back to the mountains at Magoffin County. Chris Larkey also back home in Rockcastle County.
Class 4A, Jesse Peck stepping up after a decade on the Golden Eagles staff, and Dustin Buckner leaving Corbin for Knox Central.
And last but not least, 5A, 2 new coaches, both in London. Jason Chappell in at North Laurel after a year in Pineville, and Alan Mitchell taking over the South Laurel Cardinals.
Well, it's not just our coaches. We also have some new additions to our staff, so I hope y'all have gotten used to me and John by now. Please welcome to our staff, Nate Johnson. Welcome to, this is your first time at the desk.
First time at the desk.
What you think?
It's beautiful.
Is it bigger or smaller than
It's
it is on air?
definitely, I think it looks bigger,
You think?
to be honest with you.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about Nate here. Nate is a Wisconsin boy, but y'all know it's a little tough for me being a Lexington girl. Are we going to be able to breed that Badger out of you?
I don't know. I bleed red and white, you know what I mean? So it's going to be tough, but, we'll see. We'll see.
Nate, you're from a fairly small town, much like these communities that we get to go to every Friday night. How do you think that's going to help you as you adjust to life in Eastern Kentucky?
Well, I think, being from a small town, you learn what it means for the communities that have these teams mean so much to them in a small town. And so just being able to connect with the people, the students, and just, be here, however I can.
How about so far? Have you gotten to meet anybody so far?
Yeah, I met some friends in Lexington, but also, especially in EKY, I've met some people out in Floyd County, and just trying to get out into the community and trying to just meet people is something I love to do. So
yeah, let's just make it known. The flooding was about 2 weeks after Nate joined the staff. Day after, he said, all right, where can I go out and volunteer? It's just so admirable because obviously John and I have been here. He doesn't really know what he's getting himself into, and so I was a proud mama to see that. Nate, what are you looking forward to coming out here? I know you're a basketball guy, but these Friday night lights, I don't think you're ready.
Yeah, no, I love basketball, but I also love football. I think there's definitely a special environment that football has that's just unmatched anywhere else, so I'm looking forward to see that.
We got to go out to Fan Day at Kroger Field. What'd you think?
Beautiful. Oh, seeing the blue and white, I was turning my heart a little bit. I was like, man, this is awesome.
See, it's not so bad.
No.
I feel like you might tinge a little bit when you walk into rep for the first time, but we'll be able to get it out of you. All right, where can people find you this weekend in Friday Night Lights and going forward this season?
I'll be in Corbin, so check me. I'll be there filming the game, so if you want to come say hi, let me know.
All right.
And let's not forget, Nate's been killing it on these pigskins so far. But here's what we got coming up tomorrow on Sports Overtime, our first episode of Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime of the season. And check out some of the games we got on tap. First and foremost, our Appalachian Wireless Game of the Week. Shelby Valley out at Letcher Central. That game kicking off at 7:30 on HNI and on WYMT.com. Of course, Pikeville Corbin, as Nate just mentioned, out at the Cumberland Falls Classic. That'll be a huge game. Pulaski County at Belfry as well, and Middlesborough right here in town in Hazard. We're in for quite a big week one, so be sure to join us right here tomorrow at 11:10 on WYMT for Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime. And we're excited to see everything kick off here.
I know. I tweeted this, but I was like, the fact that we get to say, welcome to Sports Overtime in a few days, like...
Oh, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Well, John, I'm sure the fans are just as eager as we are to get started tomorrow night, so let's not keep them waiting any longer.
That's right. When we return, the first Alice Lloyd College Mountain Top 10 of the season will be revealed. Check it out after the break.
Enjoy fall adventures in Harlan County with safe social distancing. Explore the Black Mountain Off-Road Adventure Park, fishing and boating at Martin's Fork Lake, hiking and fishing at Kingdom Come State Park, and learn about our coal mining history at Portal 31's Underground Mine Tour. Enjoy a round of golf at Sleepy Hollow, the Harlan Country Club, or a nighttime round at the lighted Lynch Country Club, and maybe catch a sighting of one of our many beautiful black bears. Find more outdoor adventures at harlancountytourism.com.
In light of the recent flooding here in Eastern Kentucky, we understand that there are so many people that are struggling with survivor's guilt, emotional trauma, PTSD, loss, grief, anxiety, so many things. And please know that we're here for you. Call your local ARH behavioral health provider to schedule an appointment.
We love food. It's our thing. You'll notice it all over the store, like how our certified butchers stamp the time your meat was ground, not just the day. Nobody does food like Food City. This week, save on certified Angus beef top sirloin steak $4.99 a pound, fresh blueberry pints buy one get one free, RC Products 6-pack bottles also buy one get one free, and more.
Value every day, Food City.
People's Bank's vision is to be the best community bank in America. We strive to use our knowledge, talents, and resources to improve the quality of life in our communities. This year, People's Bank is celebrating our 120th anniversary by delivering 120 acts of kindness. These acts of kindness bring us just as much joy as to those that receive them. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Nestled just off the beaten path in the Appalachian Mountains, a hidden gem awaits. Experience nature the way you want. Kayak down the river, hike a trail, or stroll through a beautiful park. Sip a local bourbon or craft beer as you explore City Square, where local culture and food make you feel like this is where you're meant to be. Are you ready? Pikeville. Let the mountains move you.
Enjoy fall adventures in Harlan County with safe social distancing. Explore the Black Mountain Off-Road Adventure Park, fishing and boating at Martin's Fork Lake, hiking and fishing at Kingdom Come State Park, and learn about our coal mining history at Portal 31's Underground Mine Tour. Enjoy a round of golf at Sleepy Hollow, the Harlan Country Club, or a nighttime round at the lighted Lynch Country Club, and maybe catch a sighting of one of our many beautiful black bears. Find more outdoor adventures at harlancountytourism.com.
In light of the recent flooding here in eastern Kentucky, we understand that there are so many people that are struggling with survivor's guilt, emotional trauma, PTSD, loss, grief, anxiety, so many things. And please know that we're here for you. Call your local ARH behavioral health provider to schedule an appointment.
Well, welcome back. We've broken down the teams class by class. We've introduced Nate Johnson. Now it's time to present our preseason Mountain Top 10, presented to you all season long by Alice Lloyd College.
Let's get right to it. Coming in at number 10, the Middlesborough Yellowjackets.
Number 9 goes to Gavin Chadwell, Dustin Buckner, and the Knox Central Panthers.
Coming in at 8th, Dudley Hilton and the Bell County Bobcats.
Coming in at number 7, right down the street from us, the Hazard Bulldogs.
Number 6, the Maroons of Pulaski County. Go Maroons!
Getting into the top 5 now. After a Silver Trophy season, it's the Golden Eagles of Johnson Central.
Was that not a good John Hines impression?
That was a great John Hines impression.
You. Number 4, also representing Class 4A, the Corbin Redhounds.
Number 3, after an unbelievable season that ended at Kroger Field, Haywood does it again with the Belfry Pirates at number 3.
Our top 2 teams. Number 2 goes to the Warriors of Southwestern.
And finally, our number 1 team, fresh off a state title, the Pikeville Panthers, in for a big game tomorrow at Corbin.
I know we just said this to end that last block, but I cannot believe it's tomorrow.
Yeah, I know, it's tomorrow. We're going to have games tomorrow. We are going to go to a football game.
And, we have a season under our belts, but I think this year going into it, we've got so many great matchups tomorrow and all season long, and I, for one, cannot wait.
I'm excited to go in and not go in blind. We actually know. So.
We've got a little bit of experience in there.
Little bit. So
just a little bit.
Thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to check out Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime tomorrow and our Appalachian Wireless Game of the Week between Shelby Valley and Letcher Central out in Whitesburg. But until we see you tomorrow, you guys have a good night.
Good night, y'all.
People's Bank's vision is to be the best community bank in America. We strive to use our knowledge, talents, and resources to improve the quality of life in our communities. This year, People's Bank is celebrating our 120th anniversary by delivering 120 acts of kindness. These acts of kindness bring us just as much joy as to those that receive them. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Nestled just off the beaten path in the Appalachian Mountains, a hidden gem awaits. Experience nature the way you want. Kayak down the river, hike a trail, or stroll through a beautiful park. Sip a local bourbon or craft beer as you explore City Square, where local culture and food make you feel like this is where you're meant to be. Are you ready? Pikeville. Let the mountains move you.
We love food. It's our thing. You'll notice it all over the store, like how our certified butchers stamp the time your meat was ground, not just the day. Nobody does food like Food City. This week, save on certified Angus beef top sirloin steak $4.99 a pound, fresh blueberry pints buy one get one free, RC Products 6-pack bottles also buy one get one free, and more.
Value every day, Food City.
Enjoy fall adventures in Harlan County. With safe social distancing, explore the Black Mountain Off-Road Adventure Park, fishing and boating at Martin's Fork Lake, hiking and fishing at Kingdom Come State Park, and learn about our coal mining history at Portal 31's Underground Mine Tour. Enjoy a round of golf at Sleepy Hollow, the Harlan Country Club, or a nighttime round at the lighted Lynch Country Club, and maybe catch a sighting of one of our many beautiful black bears. Find more outdoor adventures at harlancountytourism.com.
In light of the recent flooding here in eastern Kentucky, we understand that there are so many people that are struggling with survivor's guilt, emotional trauma, PTSD, loss, grief, anxiety, so many things. And please know that we're here for you. Call your local ARH behavioral health provider to schedule an appointment.